Online.
Hi, folks.
Hi,
Hi, everybody. Sorry about that late start there. Jessica and I are getting a couple photos together to show you, and we're not paying attention to the time. So there's a benefit for the people in the audience, but we're, we weren't paying attention to the time here. Uh, hey, Beth.
Oh gosh, they're re-showing that horrible crash all the
Oh,
time.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, there's nothing else going on today, so.
okay.
Phillipson is out of the race. He fell, had a crash. He fell, and so the sprinter Phillipson is out of the race. They had a sling out, so it's probably his collarbone. That's the usual culprit. And
And they're talking about his wrist as well.
oh yeah, oh he hit hard at high speed. They were getting ramped up for a sprint. And yeah, oh man, if it's the wrist, that's almost worse.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, poor guy. Oh,
Hey Judy. Hey Paul, I sent you an email about dates. Let me know. Ooh, the wrist, man, that makes me cringe.
yeah, yeah. You kind of need to grip your
Right?
steering with
Yeah.
it. Oh gosh, yeah.
What a shame.
Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, he hit really hard. I mean, he was just down, and they just helped him off the road because wheels touch and you go down at those speeds. It really hurts.
Yeah.
And Phillipson never had a chance to put his arm down to break his fall. He just went down.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, he couldn't break his fall in any
No,
way. He couldn't
no,
roll. Just went
no.
like, yeah, flat.
And it happens so fast.
They can now stop showing it. I've seen enough.
Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. Okay, we got it. Move on.
Yeah,
We don't need to see the guy get busted up time after time after
no,
time.
no. Oh gosh.
Uh, TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, only paying half attention here while I get these pictures from Jessica. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I sent you two.
yeah, got him.
The red one is from Menenji, and
Hang on.
the other one is from this morning.
Oh, here's it. Yeah, Rebecca, it's interesting. Those guys go down with collarbones and they pin them up, and those guys heal up pretty fast. But a wrist, if he broke anything in his wrist, he's probably done for the season, I guess.
Yeah, there's just too many bones in that little
Yeah,
thing here.
yeah. And when
Yeah,
you're riding a bike, you kind of need that wrist.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, Paulie, you think he got hurt too? That was a good save on his part. He should have gone down. Normally, he would have gone down.
Yeah.
Of course, those guys can handle bikes like.
Yeah.
Thought I'd see if I could do anything with this image. Did you do anything with software with this, the chasuble?
No, they should just be normal. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I can help it a little bit here. Through the magic of software.
No, everything seems to be all right on this side.
No, the photo's fine. I just seeing if I could sharpen it up.
Oh yeah, you might be able to do so. Nah.
So, 31 miles left to ride today. Thanks those two of the Tour de France. There wasn't getting a lot to talk about so far in actual racing, but it's become a very newsworthy event for the wrong reasons. In the sprints for points in Eastburg, the man in red.
Itching, which one did you get?
Ooh, yeah. Avlia kits. Brilliant.
Oh my word. They've got a neck collar on him.
Ooh.
Oh my. That's far worse. Wow.
Hopefully just a precaution.
Let's hope so.
Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. And choose to earn 6% cash back on online purchases like live streaming for the first year from account opening. What would you like the power to do?
Yeah, on my sender they are analyzing the sprint for the finish. And they're saying that that is going to be a really, really nasty one. Dangerous one.
Well, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Cindy.
Yeah, that's right. Happy birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
What day was it?
Today.
Oh, it is today. It
It is today. Yeah.
sounded like when you wrote it in the thing, it sounded like it had happened a couple days ago.
No, today. Nah. So yeah.
Well, if I'd known, I'd have bought a cake and eaten it in your honor.
Well, I ate cake in my own honor this morning.
Oh, that sounded like a cake that was worth the trouble, huh?
It was, yeah. Let's see. Oh, the Kalamata kit, the one that was in her newsletter. Yeah, that was a pretty one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if that helped. Kind of.
Tell us more about the cake. Okay. It's called a King Ludwig II cake, and it's sort of layers of thin cake, layers of chocolate buttercream. It's about that high, and then the whole top is covered with ganache. So that's really nice. And then it has a little picture on white chocolate of the king on top of it. So
Wow.
yeah, really nice.
Wow.
Yeah, and the supply is sort of 300 meters down the road. That's the bakery. We don't have anything in this small village, but we have a bakery.
You have a bakery 300 meters from your house?
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, and it's all handmade, artisanal bread, cakes, chocolates,
Oh,
the
man.
lot.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, and they know what I like. So when I go out hiking, which is inevitably the same direction because the other direction is downhill and it's only for cars. The other direction plus the bakery is the only thing you can walk. They flash me down from inside the bakery saying, we have fresh something, and they want me to come in and sample. So yeah, it's dangerous here. No, but it's nice. No, that's a good thing of living in a village. Everybody knows everybody, and they know what you like in the bakery. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, 65 Evlia kits. I thought I was bad for having two on the go, but now I
Holy
feel better.
smokes.
Thanks.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
65? What? Here, I'm trying to do two
Ooh,
things at once.
yeah.
Man, it's all my fault. Okay, I'll own it. That's all right.
Hmm.
I'll own it. Because they're good.
Yeah, I did one of Krista's live at the courtyard when she does her stitch and chat. Those are fun because you're sitting mainly with sort of expat Americans in Europe, and many of
Uh,
them live in Greece, and that was really nice. Uh,
she had to make a spreadsheet to keep track. Okay.
yeah. There's a thing, Paula. In Germany, people don't eat cake when it's a day old, so they sell that at half price. And I'm Dutch, and the Dutch eat cake also when it's 2 days old because hey, it's cake. It's full of sugar. It will live. It survives. So that's basically what they say. We still have one left. Do you want it? And yeah, I want it generally. Yeah. Nah. Or when they cut the cake, the last slice is usually not so pretty.
Uh
So they're like, yeah, Jessica's passing by. Let's wave her in,
huh.
and yeah, she can have
Hey,
it.
why not?
No. Yeah, that's a funny thing with Germans. They don't eat a cake on the second day. Then it's an old cake. Hmm.
Okay, I've got. Let me make sure I have what I think I have.
Oh, yeah.
I do. Okay, here's the chasuble. This is the chasuble that is in Jessica's newsletter. And again, if you're not on the list for the newsletter, you're missing out. Um, so here's the uh,
Ooh, well done.
stumpwork chasuble.
Yeah.
Thing's got to be heavy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah. I would really like to touch one of these because they are so full of padding and you don't really know what it is. I mean, the descriptions, yeah, maybe. I'm not always certain that the person who looked at this close up really knew what she was looking at because they are people that don't stitch.
Yeah.
And I would really, yeah, the best thing to do would be slicing one open, but yeah.
That'd land you in jail.
Yeah, probably. No, but they are amazing pieces. It's just yeah.
But yeah, it's so all these pieces for the most part, like Jesus is actually a separate piece that's
Yeah,
attached. Then, so it's
yeah,
true stump work.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. He's really at the thickest part, probably 5-6 centimeters proud of the thing, so sort of 2 inches.
Yeah, out
Yeah.
off of the background. So there's some real depth there. Then,
Oh yeah, yeah. No.
wow.
And these aren't even the proudest. There are ones that come even sort of nearly completely off the chasuble.
Huh.
Uh,
And that, according to your description, the figure on the top is God.
Yeah, yeah.
That surprised me because I mean, they never like in the Bible, and Beth can correct me on this, but it was always tap dancing around, actually calling him God, and I've never seen anybody try to depict God.
Oh, it's quite common
Oh,
in
is
this
it?
position. Yeah, and you have something that is called the throne of mercy, where God is sort of sitting with dead Jesus on his lap.
Oh,
So we have quite a few depictions, and especially in sort of the Germanic lands where they really like to depict the crucifixion. The top figure is often God. Yeah.
oh, that's interesting. That was a first for me.
Uh,
And
okay.
true students of the Bible will probably say, yeah, get a clue, but um,
Yeah.
interesting.
It is probably the difference between being a Catholic and us Protestants. Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nah.
man, that's stunning.
Oh yeah.
And you said that there's so many different materials that
It must have been a really expensive piece because sort of the outline around the orfrey, it is three separate sort of outlines. And normally you just have one frame around an orfrey and that's it. But in this case, it's three separate things and expensive things. Things like a silver braid, a double braid of silk, and you sort of somebody spend a lot of money on something that is sort of trivial because it's not part of the actual embroidery.
Robin wanting to learn about the fabric that the cross is on.
Oh, Robin, if you mean the velvet, I have no idea. That is the one thing that I don't do. But the embroidery itself is on linen. Nah, because going into the velvet is a whole different area of expertise. And yeah, I sort of need to sleep once in a while.
They must the weight of that thing. They must have supports in there to have it hang like that. Has got to put a lot of stress on that old fabric. They must have supports or something in there.
Yeah, they do. Now, these are special sort of dummies that are specially made that are museum grade for these old vestments. But
Oh,
they
okay.
are surprisingly sturdy because sort of the pieces that I won in auction, we sometimes have to do horrible things to them because they have been glued on or nailed to things. And we can put a lot of pressure on this. Sometimes my husband and I are putting in both our weights to get things off, and the
Oh,
embroidery survives.
oh,
So yeah.
jeez.
Uh, yeah.
But the detail, the folds in the clothing on these people.
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't really know how they were made because you sort of need to you embroider something, but you need to calculate in the distortion for when you then put it on the actual piece, if that makes sense, because you are folding it and putting more. There is both on the slip itself. There's padding, but then there's also padding underneath, sort of the rough outline of your figure,
Mm-hmm.
and you sort of have to calculate that in, and I'm not sure how that works. People must have had an enormous amount of expertise.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah, and they are just fun. There's so much material in here, and yeah, it must be fun to make these.
Yeah. But the realism, I mean, it is cloth and the distortions through the years, but the realism is stunning, actually.
Yeah. Uh,
Wow.
Robin, the one thing I know is that it is an Italian fabric. By this time, most of the fabrics you see here are Italian. and it is a velvet with what is it called? With gold thread in it as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. All right,
Oh
that's in the
yeah,
new that's in the newsletter today. Bottom left corner, say that again.
Acupictrix.
Acupictrix. Just I can't get it to come
Yeah.
out. .com. Sign up for Jessica's newsletter, and every week she has something like this. But you can read more about it. So very cool. Yeah. All right, and then the other thing is Jessica is doing. I have, the people who have already watched yesterday's uh, podcast and listened all the way through the promo for the EGA at the beginning know this. But Jessica is doing a virtual lecture series, an EGA virtual lecture series on July 12th, so next Saturday at 1 Eastern Time. And you have to be an EGA member and you register. I'm pretty sure it's still $5. And
I
it's
think so. Yeah.
yeah, and it's recorded so you can watch it later, but you have to register and pay the $5. So egausa.org. But Jessica's doing a lecture next Saturday, and this is one of the pieces that that'll be in her lecture.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it's all on the Cathedral Treasury of Anagni in Italy. It's sort of 50 kilometers southeast of Rome. And this was a town that produced four popes, and the popes went there during the medieval period in the summer to flee Rome because Rome was very hot, humid, and the plague broke out every so often. So they fled sort of the hot summer months. And because they were there, they wanted to have sort of the luxury of Rome in the countryside. And Anansi Cathedral has an enormous amount of the most beautiful embroidered textiles from the medieval period. And it's all displayed in a relatively small room, but I think that they have the highest concentration of Opus Anglicanum in one room. This isn't that. This is Opus Cyprense, and I think it's either from Cyprus or from Sicily, or even from the Byzantine Empire. That is how much we know about these pieces. But it's 13th century, and it's stunning. The amount of embroidery on these pieces is amazing.
This is something else. All right, questions come to mind. So sign up for that lecture. You can register now. Is this right in here? Is that just repair work?
Um, Yes, the original silk has ripped, so they probably underlined it with a different fabric and then just closed the tear.
Okay.
So I think that's what we're seeing here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't original, but just wondered.
No. No. No.
So is this all the double-headed bird? What are those called?
An eagle, a double-headed eagle.
Oh, double-headed eagle. Is that all gold?
Yes. Yeah. Now, it seems to be sort of a characteristic of this time period that most embroidery is in gold and then with very little sort of details in silk, which is this blue and white and red. Nah. And the rest is just pure gold.
Wow. And that's the real
Mm.
deal gold, right?
This is a higher percentage of gold than what we use today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's just no oxidation. This is 700 years old, well over 700 years old. And it's just shiny like it was done yesterday.
Oh man. Somebody had some bucks to
Oh,
work with.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so this place is just full of this kind of work, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and it's relatively unknown. I mean, I only knew about it because I have a book on my bookshelf in German that actually talks about this whole sort of set of vestments. And I said to my husband, "Well, we need to go there," and we were surprised how much was on display. And it is a famous place, but it is famous for the cathedral itself because in the basement, sort of the crypt of the cathedral, it is completely painted and it's Romanesque painting and early Gothic. And that's why everybody comes. People don't come for the textiles.
Oh, oh, huh. That's
Yeah.
interesting. They're missing out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, and we are potentially missing out because we think yeah paintings whatever. But if you go there, do go into the crypt because those paintings are amazing.
Was there some kind of a crystal or something in the eagle eyes, or is that? It's hard to tell.
I think it is just how they ended their threads, and I think there was probably some black silk in there.
Oh, okay. I'm asking as
Yeah,
if you were there and knew, but um,
no,
yeah, I didn't know
no,
if it was just a hole, so you could conclude that there was a bead or crystal in there.
it
But
It might be that there was something in there, but then I would have expected that there would be remnants of it, and I haven't seen anything.
yeah, okay,
No, no.
man. So check that out. That's the 12th at 1 Eastern time is Jessica's lecture. So if you're an EGA member, and why aren't you? Um, you can sign up. I'm pretty sure it's $5, and it is recorded. So if you can't do it on the 12th, you can watch it later. At least it has been recorded. I can't say I've kept right up on that, but you can see it later. But yeah, a chance to see a bunch of this stuff and hear Jessica talk about them. Well worth your time. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
I
one.
have about 50 slides, so it's going to be a bit of a long one.
Pack a lunch. Pack a lunch.
No.
So that yeah, there you go. 50 slides, $5. Yep, well worth it. Yep.
Yeah.
So let's see. I've got other images people sent. So I used this for the promo. That was fun. Thanks, Cindy. This is Cindy's setup. Working on Avlia, clearly an Avlia design. This is her setup.
Gorgeous.
Watching us yesterday. I assume the same today. Yep, very cool. Yeah, if you wonder if those plastic magnet things can hold up cloth, clearly they are strong enough to hold up. That's an excellent example of how if you got a bunch of cloth to hold up.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So that's how that's Cindy's environment right there. This is uh, uh, Enid itching for stitching. This is her finish from yesterday that she was telling us about.
Oh, this is cute.
I assume that's either off to the finisher or she's going to do it herself. I don't know which, but well, there was another fall here. I'm focusing on needlework
Yeah.
and not the race. Hope they get all these crashes out of their system.
Yeah.
So there's Itching's piece, and we saw that. And this is Judy Stone's "Oh the Glamour." Judy Stone's doing that full coverage Haid Glamour. This is what it's going to look like. Holy smokes, Judy! Oh
Oh,
man! Oh
oh,
man!
shoot.
That is a lot of X's.
Yep.
Oh, that is a lot of X's. Wow. That's going to be pretty cool when it's done, though.
Oh yeah.
Man. So that's where she's at, or at least part of it. I was trying to figure out where she was in the picture, but I couldn't
No.
make it make sense. Obviously,
Oh yeah,
gridding
I
it.
think it's her nose in the upper corner. Upper right is nose.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, she's
okay.
there with the hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Well done. That's going to be a stunner. Wow.
Oh yeah.
And gridding out her fabric.
Yeah.
A lot of basting just to keep yourself from getting lost.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. It was fun to watch that progress. Go, Judy.
Yeah.
And this is Robin's Tequila Sunrise.
Oh, those colors are fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've done a little bit with that bamboo stuff. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it too. It's very smooth. It glides through the fabric or through your canvas really well.
Yeah, because when you see bamboo, you think coarse and rigid, and it's not at all.
Yeah, no, no. Wow.
Itching's going to have to finish it herself. I guess stockings are pretty straightforward. I've never done one. Always had it done. Okay, Edna's saving my butt here. Also hasn't seen God
Yeah.
depicted. Yeah, thanks, Edna. Good, I'm not the only one.
Oh gosh, guys. Yeah, no, it really is the norm. I can probably show you another 50 pieces. Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have some of that mandarin floss, Robin. Yeah, it really. I saw a mandarin and I pulled some off the card expecting not so pleasant, and I was really surprised at how soft it is. And yeah, it's a real nice thread. I actually have probably half dozen or more cards of it were given to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see, what else did we have? Anybody else's? Nope, that was it. So there we have it. Yep. So send in if you're send in pictures of what you're working on. Fire them off, Gary at WeTalkFiber.com, and then we can share them and talk about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, itching. It looked like it was a small stocking. So that's an interesting thing. Is it easier to finish a small stocking or a big one?
Hmm.
I don't
Probably
know.
the big one. I always find that when things are tiny, my fingers are too big.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, go sign up for Jessica's lecture at egausa.org, and I think it's under events. Virtual
think
lectures.
so, yeah.
I think it's under events there, but you'll find it. Just put in virtual lecture. But it's next Saturday, so I'll be on a bike. But I'm gonna watch the recorded aftermath.
Yeah. No.
But
Yeah, they have permission to record, so they will record.
yeah. So those are excellent lectures. They've been doing those a couple of years now. They're really good. I mean, they just get really top flight people who do an excellent job. You'll learn a lot on all topics,
Yeah,
all kinds of topics.
it's the second one I do for them, and it's great fun. Now, because you get a knowledgeable audience as well, so it's fun
Yeah.
for me. I get questions that really provoke thought. So yeah, I love it.
All right, does Wellens have a shot here?
Who knows?
And who decided they were going to use black jerseys in the summer in France? Ugh,
Nah.
make me hot.
Yeah, but most of them are black or used to be black anyway.
Well,
Nah.
the
I
shorts,
remember
yeah, but
having, yeah.
a black on the top, man. I don't know. Wonder if he's got a shot. He got a minute 42,
Yeah.
30 kilometers to go.
Yeah.
Look at that!
Wow.
Wow.
And they're on those horrible cobblestones
Oh, I
again.
know. I can't imagine riding on those things. Just beat your arms up.
Nasty. Yeah.
You've probably seen them, huh? They look like big lumps.
Yeah, and these were sort of the nice ones with a slightly flat top. But where I used to live, they had the ones that are made of um, stones from the river. Those really
Oh,
round ones.
so they just
Oh,
rounded off. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no kidding. They're Paula confirming the pavement is awful. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It does not look pleasant. Well, you can just see them vibrating.
Yeah, yeah, and of course they go very fast, so they get this what is it, interference, where you start to really
Yeah.
sort of, yeah, you get in a cadence, yeah, cadence.
Oh, he's
Poor
sitting up.
guys.
He's sitting up. He's not gonna. I thought he was going for it, and I thought, well, probably not gonna happen. No, he's just playing around.
Mm, yeah. Oh,
These little towns are so cool. Look at that, man. That's so cool.
yeah. Beautiful cathedral in the middle.
Yep.
Mm, yeah.
Well, Lisbon has, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Cobblestone. I
yeah,
mean, they must have been Romans. I mean, they built a lot of the original
yeah.
roads, right? I mean, so that was.
But I think most of the ones we still have in Europe are actually medieval and later, because the
Oh.
Romans did a better job. A Roman road is really nice,
Uh
whereas these things, meh.
huh.
Nah. Yeah, but Roman roads are amazing. I've been on several all over sort of the former Roman Empire, and they are smooth.
Really? Oh, they knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah,
As as
yeah,
as evil of an empire as they were.
yeah, yeah. Nah. Where's the main is the
Portland,
Paul
Maine
Port
has.
is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
imagine
need
that.
stretch shoes. Yeah. Nah.
No heels allowed.
No. No.
I imagine a high heel would last about 2 steps before it got snapped off anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Nah.
I just love these. I love this old architecture. It's so.
Yeah. Yeah, that would probably be the thing I would miss the most living in America. Nothing is old.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Nee.
Yeah, I was in Switzerland on a business trip. I don't know if I've told this story, and um, it was when we were coming up on 200 years for the U.S. And our guide, we were at a small lake, and across the lake was this little village. And he said, you know, you guys are coming up on 200 years. And he said, that one over there is 2,000 years old. And it really, that put it in perspective. Like, okay, we got no clue, no clue whatsoever.
Oh, you're still in diapers.
Exactly, exactly. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And that was 50 years ago. So it just, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mhm. Oh, yeah, I probably would, Paula. Nah. Yeah, I'm sort of doing all of Italy at the moment, and I did a little bit of Spain. And once they are sort of out of the way, Italy, I can go to the Iberian Peninsula and start exploring there. It's just so far away. I mean, I need to fly, which I don't really want to do environmentally. But yeah, because Portugal has some huge collections of medieval embroidery as well.
Do you have a wish list of museums or not so
Yeah,
much? Yeah.
yeah. I need to go back to Rome. I missed some things there. Um, I want to see all of the Opus Anglicanum pieces. That most of them are in Italy, and there's a few in France as well. Um, I would love to see the Met in America, the Metropolitan.
Uh huh.
Um, yeah, so yeah.
Okay, you do then.
Still
Yeah.
quite cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to the Metropolitan Museum. That I'm not a museum person, but I went there. That's impressive. Yeah, and I'm sure we just saw a fraction of it. You know, we spent most of the day there, and there's no way we saw,
No,
not a
no, they're too
chance.
big.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It was me and a couple of photographer friends that did a trip to photograph New York City, and one of the guys lived there, so he knew how to get around because in general I avoid that city, but yeah, it's a bit much. But he knew how to get around, so it was we really got to enjoy the city, and yeah, we
yeah,
that museum is amazing. Yeah,
yeah.
Kendra, the planes fly whether you're on them or not, so go. Yeah, good point. Gonna pollute anyway. You might as well grab a seat.
Yeah, well, no, I see that slightly differently. Yeah, don't encourage them to fly. Nah. No, and I must say, most of the things I try to do by train, and
Ah,
I think one of the things I would try to do is sort of do stopovers by train, nah, to
mm.
make it slightly less horrible. Yeah. Mhm.
Easy to reach by bike. Okay, okay, Paula. Sell it, Paula. Sell it. Yeah. Yeah. Well and said enough. I had my fun.
Mm.
Boy, this really with Phillipson out. I mean, the whole sprint game is now wide open.
Yeah,
Wow. I mean, I
yeah.
don't
I mean,
even.
he was the best one.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Gurmai comes to the forefront as probably the best sprinter. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't I don't know the sprinters. Usually there's four or five that are well known, but not these days.
No.
You know, Cavendish and some of those guys, you always knew that they were going to be the you know at the front.
The
And
crazy ones.
yeah, oh yeah, those guys are nuts.
Yeah. Hey.
But it's amazing teams with top end sprinters like that, and the technique and the art of getting them to the front and dropping them off so they can win it's you
Yeah.
know if somebody shows you video and breaks it down for you and you can see what those lead out guys do, it's
Yeah.
not just luck of the
Yeah.
draw. Those guys know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. And how they set it up. Yeah.
Yep. It's something else, yeah. Yeah, you think it's just a mad dash for the finish line, but it's nowhere near that.
No. Well, they're nearly home, 25 kilometers. So,
Yep.
yeah.
He's a great leader and a very strong man. The Australian called Turbo. He puts himself on the front there. They just try.
So there. Communication from the team car. Over to get to the front, reassuring that he is right where he needs to be at.
These guys are just out for a cruise today. No interest in
Yeah.
racing. Have you ever been and seen a stage go through a town, Jessica?
I've been to the one in London. In whew, but that was what is it called? A time trial.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I've seen sort of bike races in towns, but not the Tour de France.
Yeah, I just wondered about the caravan, the advertising caravan. I mean, that sounds like it's just a massive parade of buy
Yeah,
this, buy
it's
that.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they throwing merchandise at you, and yeah. No.
Because yeah, all these people out there, you wonder what do they do when the guys go by in like 30 seconds, but ahead of them has been this massive, long train of things. So it's not like they're out there for 5 minutes and they're done.
No, 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 no. And it's just the whole atmosphere, and everybody's out there having a good time.
Yeah,
No, it's really nice.
I love the campers on the mountainsides, or
Yeah.
the mountain stages. You can
No,
you can tell been there at least a couple days. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see.
Looking into the distance, the long straight road, running one way now, it's heading to the finish.
Oh, I'm working on the Phoenix band sampler, and I'm
Oh
doing
yeah.
those hard Jessicas, and I really hate them. Oh dear. Ah,
Yeah, I hope to get to mine later today.
nah.
Things
Yeah, I'm
cooperate.
thinking that I just can't stop because I've now figured it out,
Oh,
and I need to do about let's see, 16. So that is 14 more. And now
yeah,
that I'm sort of in it, I'm thinking of just staying awake as long as it takes to get them done and over with.
yeah. Well, you do get a rhythm on those things, though.
Yeah, you do.
Once you get a couple down, you really start. You see the stitch,
Yeah.
and then you're not looking at the chart all the time, and you just kind of can go. Yeah. Robin wants to see what you have there.
Ooh,
Can you hold it up
let's
or
see if
no?
I'll see if I can do that. I'll just need to shift some things. It's not much more than what I had before. Um, because I sort of dreaded doing more of those hard Jessicas. And that wasn't really motivating me to power through.
Delay the inevitable.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh, here, let me. Oh yeah.
So, six. Nah. Yeah, we're getting
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Nah. But I don't like them. They are just, oh. Nah.
Sandy joining us. Now, those are just magnets holding down your cover cloth?
Yeah, yeah. Nah. Yeah, I need to protect everything from the beast in this household, the cat.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he tries everything, as in, can I eat it?
Uh-huh.
Is the site of Operation Diamond, nearly 300
What is that? Oh, that's left over from the...
safely evacuated over 9-day period.
Sorry, just cleaning up my screens.
The event is preserved
Well, thank you, Chandra. Nah, Kendra.
with
Nah.
exhibitions and wartime artifacts situated in
Hey, Lori, send a picture of yours so we can show tomorrow.
other landmarks include
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's just a few stitches, Lori, it doesn't matter.
Nah. No, no.
If it's like 3 stitches, we'll zoom right in and critique them.
Yeah.
Your tension's off just a little bit here, and you're too tight here, and you really need to untwist your threads. Yeah, we can go through a whole thing, Laurie, and so send a photo.
We can be really mean. C4, yeah. Nah.
Those guys, they shot like we're seeing right now. I don't know if you're seeing it overhead of the guys, how they ride that
And
tight.
some of them are on the grassy turf.
Yeah,
The ones at the edges. Ew.
but they're just that tight,
Yeah,
and it's just normal for them.
yeah,
I would be freaked out.
yeah.
I get nervous riding in a group of 4 or 5, because you never know if somebody's going to do something stupid.
Yep. Nah.
And they're talking and looking around, and
Days like today hasn't been hard. Yesterday was a very hard day. First day was a very hard day, but today pretty much been if you can sit on the wheels, it really has been any
yeah, itching. Yeah, I imagine.
So these are the days
Yeah.
where you really can't make the difference going to a block headwind, which is 100% are these guys will be sending them back. And anyone, still, you could be sitting there.
Yeah, I think if you own a cat, you protect your
I think this has been one of those days.
either put all your
Yeah,
stuff away or you lock the door, one or the other.
I never had a cat that was really interested.
Oh,
But
really?
this one is quite a youngster, and everything is interesting. Peel potatoes, and I have to watch the potato peeler that there's no cat nose in between the potato peeler and the
Oh,
potato.
jeez.
Because peeling potatoes has some sort of appeal that's beyond me.
You wouldn't think. It doesn't seem like a cat kind of thing.
No, and it's not that he wants to eat them. He's just completely mesmerized by the potato peel coming off the peeler. Uh,
corners and traffic furniture fly at you when you're racing into the break.
Oh,
Finishing straight.
oh, you have to show us, Paula.
What's
I
that?
had those plastic canvas things, and they are fun.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Paula. Fire off a picture.
Yeah. Nah.
If her schedule works out, Paula may be with us tomorrow live, so maybe she could just show.
Oh, that's cool.
As the riders continue at their own
I'm pulling away.
Yeah.
Her pupils go, yeah.
We crashed at the sprint point today. I think we can show you that back again. You can see yourself who caused it, where it debated it, and actually it's everybody directly in there. That was race in Cockle bounced off it. The lad, number 81 at the front, he also
Ooh, another really nice cathedral. Oh no, it's not a cathedral. It's just a normal church. Wow.
Just a boring old church.
Yeah.
Still don't know about Phillipson. It's just at the hospital. So, boy, he hit hard.
Yeah.
He hit really hard. Usually when they fall, there's somebody underneath them, or they have a chance to put their head down or their hand down, or they can hit the brakes, but he had none of that. Just bang
Right.
down.
Nah.
I think they're husband and wife. I haven't done the research. Coming up Sunday, I can never say it right. Haute couture embroidery. Do you say the
Haute
H?
couture. No, haute couture.
Haute couture. That's where I always get hung up. You don't say the H. Okay. So haute couture embroidery Sunday. If trying to get it set up to record. I think they're husband and wife. One's in Switzerland and the other's in somewhere else, and it's just they were at some big show in France. So, but they have a new book coming out, so we'll hopefully it'll come together.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, hi,
Uh,
Ivy.
Paula. Oh, I meant Wednesday. Sorry, Paula. Wednesday. I'm retired. I lose track of days. I meant Wednesday. It's really getting to be a problem around here. We simply
Oh, yeah.
just because we got nothing that sorts out the days of the week. There's no work all week to get to a weekend or anything. It's been one of the bigger adjustments. What day of the week is? If it didn't say it on my watch, half the time I wouldn't know. It's really been strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday, Paul. Yeah, let me know for sure. That would be great. Oh, Robin, I'll tell you, Alyssa
Yeah,
Cook
that was
Sunday.
cool.
Oh man, and I'm gonna get some of that cloth that she prints on, those sheets of cloth that she printed on when she was first learning. I'm gonna get some of that because I'm sure I have thousands of images of macro images of flowers, and CDs on top of CDs of coral, live coral. And
Wow.
there are some I know that if I printed them out and did some work on them, I could really do some fun things. So yeah, she's amazing
Yeah.
what she
Yeah.
does. And I think we're going to be able to get to do a show with her and Elizabeth Sullivan.
Do them side by side.
Yeah, because two very different but complementary art forms. So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be able to pull that off. So that'll be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Paula's with us Wednesday. All right, so we'll see her stuff and have to
Cool.
restrict her from commenting on the race because she gets it a half hour before we do.
Yeah, that's just not fair.
Oh, Robin, that's good to know. That's good to know because I wondered how that went. All right. Okay, thanks, Lori. We'll get that up tomorrow. Well, maybe I can do it today. Let me see. How close are we to the end?
Oh, hi, Amanda. That's cool.
Oh, Amanda.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
I just wanted to reiterate, Bill. I was saying that at the back, you can sit there as you're going to a black block headwind. At the front, they're doing 450, 500 watts just to stay there. So they're not just cruising around. Those guys are going flat out at the front.
Oh, good. Yep. Yeah. The Robert Osant, Ossant, art and fashion historian. So the book is The Art of Couture, and he just sent me the preview of the book. So we'll be able to record that Thursday. So we'll have that Sunday. So that'll be cool.
Oh, wow.
Just got that. Why am I not getting Lori's?
Ivy is asking if we are doing, or if you are doing a live Wednesday show this week.
No, we got a podcast, recorded podcast. Actually going to do that tonight. Beth, Cindy, and I, all three of us, first time we've had all three. So, yeah, we're going to do, oh my word, Lori. Ho, 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 ho. There you have it. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Lori. Whoa, I'm not
Holy
critiquing
smokes.
anything on this. Oh, man.
No, that's
Beautiful.
cool.
Wow.
Oh,
Beth, you still there? Are you seeing this? Beth was here earlier. I don't know.
yeah. Oh,
Holy
wow.
smokes, Lori, that's gorgeous.
I love the colors. These are not the original ones, I think. This
No,
is
they're
more
not.
coral. They are beautiful.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
What count linen, Lori?
It looks like 40 or
Yeah,
something.
it's certainly
Looks pretty
35 or higher.
fine. Yeah.
Sandy, that book's it's not out yet, just coming out. I have a preview copy of it. I just got it, so I haven't even looked at it. But coming out, so we'll have that in the podcast when it's going to be available. Man, this is beautiful, Lori.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow. I got to get other glasses on for this. Beautifully done.
Mm. Oh,
28
it's
count.
28 count.
Really? Wow.
Holy smokes.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's really nice.
We're due to do another show on this. Lori, if I think I have your email, but send it to me again, would you please? Would you mind joining us the next time we do a show so we can talk about what you're doing? 2 strands Gutermann silk variegated is. Oh yeah, Lori, we got to talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
We have to learn. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, it will be
stitching.
so nice to see all the different Phoenix band samplers once they're done.
Yeah.
Especially from those people who sort of change the colors or change the background colors or
Yep.
just different materials, different counts for the linen. It's going to be so nice.
And as they say, chef's kiss for the stitching. Holy smokes, that's nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. Hmm.
Yeah, Lori, thanks. Yeah, it would be really great to have you on and talk about this because your
Yep.
color choices are just excellent. Wow. On Lugana.
Yeah, of all things.
See, that's the thing about these, if people just go and put their own thing together and you get this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. A couple of people have commented about the beads. Yeah.
Mm.
Nice. Okay, excellent. Thanks. Thanks, Lori. Wow.
Yeah.
There's a highlight for the day right there.
Oh, yeah.
Outstanding. Yay. Bravo. All right. Well, we need to plan another show. So I'm no further than I was the last. No, wait, I am. I am further. I started doing those, whatever it is in the center of those on the top row. And then Beth advised me that I might want to do the stitching around them in case I miscounted. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Apparently, she learned the hard way.
Oh, gosh.
Oops. I, of course, did not miscount, so I don't really need to, but I will.
No.
Because no
Yeah.
way I miscounted. First 3 will be off by 1, by 4, by 2. Yeah, not even close. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. No. Hmm.
I've been hung up on this Fractor B thing. One, because I'm past the magic halfway point. Actually, I'm almost 2/3 done. But it's also just mindless. So I've been watching TV, and I can just sit there and just blindly stitch away. So, but I need to get back to something a little more challenging than this. This is hardly testing the skills.
Yeah. No, I must say that the band sampler is really testing my skills because it's just stitches I normally don't do.
Right.
We didn't
Yeah.
have them in the medieval period, so yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nah. And, oh, and by the way, I started in the middle, so don't get the wrong impression. This is all I have that I just showed. There's nothing else.
Yeah. No, I know, and that's an interesting thing. Starting in the middle. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, you gonna go up or down from the
Um,
middle?
I don't know yet. I don't
Okay.
know yet. Probably looking at the bands and going, yeah, I need something simpler than those hard Jessicas.
Uh,
Yeah, no.
Good news is there's a finite number of them. It will come to an end.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they're weird.
Ivy here. Whoops. Whoops. That'll get me in trouble. We're getting
Oh,
there.
nice. Yeah.
Just gotta do the finish the side and then the little box
Oh,
at the
nearly
bottom.
done.
That'll go
Yeah.
quick. Yeah.
Mhm. But it's a beautiful design.
Yeah, it's
It
unique.
is really nice.
Yeah, it's unique. It's yeah, yeah, but mindless, so I can just do it. And you can get really sloppy and lazy with paper because there's no threads to collapse. There's no threads to hide behind. If you decide to cheat on carrying a thread, you can just carry it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can be lazy.
So the guys are nearly home. Oh, we have another. Oh no, it's a church. It looked like a castle, but it's a church. Okay,
10K.
that's interesting.
Oh, there we go.
Hmm.
I have a feeling there was something in between those two structures.
Yeah, it looked really weird. Huh.
Looks like the steeple, whatever was under the steeple, fell to the ground, and they just left the steeple there.
Strange.
Thanks, Ivy. I'm most curious when I get it done and take it off the stretcher bars
Yeah.
what the paper does.
Yeah.
Now see, look at that town, all done in a big circle. Huh.
Wow.
See, if I ever went to France, I think the only thing I would do at Paris is fly in and fly out. I think I would
Oh,
fly in and head
oh,
out
but
in the
you miss
country.
so much. I mean, Paris. You need to go to Musée Cluny, which is an old Roman. Is the bathhouse? It has a bathhouse in there as well, but it's now the medieval museum.
Yeah.
So that's absolute must. Um, and then you just go to everything around Paris and further into the countryside. Yeah,
No.
you can stay there for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. I just seeing the tour year after year for how many years, just seeing the little towns in the countryside to me is what really is appealing. They're just every one of them is unique, different. It just um, to me, I just get me out of the city and get me to some of these little towns and little restaurants and bakeries and stuff, and some of the history and the scenery is
Yeah.
just gorgeous. I don't know.
It is. It is. We went to Italy earlier this year, And yeah, we wanted to do Florence because everybody's going there. So yeah, we'll do that too. And okay, there were things we wanted to see, but we don't like the big cities either. And we stayed in Pistoia, and that was just so nice. It's a small town. People started to recognize us at the
Yeah,
bakery, of course, and that's where
of
you drink
course.
your cappuccinos.
Yeah, yeah,
And that is just nice. Yeah.
yeah. Because see, I've only made a few trips to Europe, and they've all been business trips, and they're always to major cities. And the
Yeah.
last trip that I made was to Frankfurt, Germany. And it was fly in, they put us in cars, and we drove to some little town. Don't even ask me what the name of the town was. Like we drove almost 2 hours into
Oh,
the country,
wow.
and into some little town where there was this big factory for this company that was sponsoring the event. And that did it for me. It was like, holy smokes, this is Germany. This is these little old town, narrow streets, and we got to go in some of the shops. And we had a little time to. I just so enjoyed that so much more than being in a major city. It just
Yeah.
the countryside was just gorgeous. Yeah, to me it was
Yeah.
one of the best business trips to Europe that I had just because of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because big cities become sort of interchangeable because of all the big change in there.
right.
And yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's for a non-local, it's hard to find places that are unique to the place,
right,
especially when you don't speak the language. I mean,
right.
I'm comfortable in Paris to sort of fear of the main tourist thoroughfare because I speak enough French to come by. On the other hand, I don't want to end up anywhere in Paris because there are scary bits as well, and
Yeah,
you don't want to go there.
yeah,
Um, yeah, nah. But I liked going to Spain, to Vic. That was a small medieval town. It was safe. You can just walk anywhere and
yeah,
everywhere, and it was just fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
that, but that's the thing is, yeah, it was in that little town. We just went for a walk into the town, and just you didn't have to worry about anything, and it was just so enjoyed that. Yeah, we stayed in a hotel that from the front you wouldn't even know it was a hotel unless it had a sign on it, like this big estate, and the rooms were just perfect, and it was just. And they had a buffet breakfast in the morning, and I had to control my croissant eating because
yeah.
we in America we have no idea what a good croissant is. No idea.
No,
No.
they're nice. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Was Sandy living? You'd think he's seen all the sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've done the Washington D.C. thing, and no, yeah, one time, good enough. But
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
out in Virginia and West Virginia, that's beautiful country. Yeah. Oh, Ivy had to leave. Bye, Ivy.
Yeah. Yeah, the croissants in Italy are famous as well because they are filled
Hmm.
either with Nutella or with vanilla cream or pistachio cream, or they do a combination. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Uh,
dangerous.
yeah. No, I remember the first time I had a croissant in Europe. It's like, holy smokes, how do you guys do this? Man, they're just so
Yeah,
light and fluffy, and you could just eat 100 of them, but you know that you're eating just pounds of butter and it just, yeah, clogging up arteries. But oh, they're so good.
yeah, they're nice. Oh yeah. Oh, they're nearly home.
Yep. Start lining up. So normally sprint stages just make me want to take a nap, but it'll be interesting now with Phillipson out, just
Yeah.
who comes to the forefront and who, yeah, just what it is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have Groenewegen team more or less in the front. Oh, what are they doing? Somebody went down. No.
And like yesterday, they were counting on it being a sprint stage, but that last couple of climbs ruined that. What are they doing? Somebody went down again. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Who is it?
Why is all that? Oh, somebody hit the barricade stuff. Oh, jeez. There's so much junk on the roads that they have to get around.
Oh, wow. Ay, ay, ay.
Man.
Oh, they're still so nervous.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, he's done.
Yeah.
A couple of guys probably won't be back in it. It's frustrating. 3 stages in after you've prepared for months
Yeah.
and you're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to be all right. And that's just it, and the race goes on.
Yeah.
Sorry you fell, but we got to go. And you said that the sprint, the end of the sprint, it must be some turns.
Yeah, they can't see the finish. Sort of.
Oh.
I think 200 meters from the finish, they see the finish.
Oh,
And not before.
that's a little short.
Yeah.
At 35, 40 mile an hour, that's a little short.
Yeah. Oh.
Paula's got 1K. I have 1.1K now. There. Now we just went under the red kite. Boy, Paula's got
I got 750 meters.
Oh, okay. I just saw the 1K just now.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I will not tell you then.
Don't tell me. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Oh, there. Oh, you knew that was going to happen. You knew that was going to happen. This is a terrible finish. Merle?
They think so. Melier. He's not a Frenchman.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected. You knew that. You knew there was going to be a crash. That's too many turns. That's terrible. They shouldn't be allowed to have a finish like that.
No.
That's terrible. Yeah. Man, those guys hit hard. Jeez.
Yeah.
See, the organization should not allow that.
No.
You can't have a sprint stage with that many turns at the end. That's just way too dangerous.
Oh, they're showing that crash over and over again, and they have a good camera shot of it. Ooh.
Somebody flew right into the barrier.
Oh dear.
Jeez.
Ooh.
That's just no. That's terrible design.
Yeah.
And see if the riders had a strong union.
Yeah.
You know, the whole support structure for this professional racing with all the sponsors. But if they had a strong union A strong union would say, all right, we are not racing under these conditions.
No.
It's too risky. Ooh, look at how close that is. Holy
Yeah.
smokes. Holy
That's a
smokes.
hair.
It is.
Wow.
But yeah, the riders should just not stand for that
No.
kind of a finish.
No. No, that wasn't fun.
No.
Oh gosh, there's one just walking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because his bike's broken.
Yeah.
There, I see it now. Yeah. Yeah, he can't. His bike's broken. Handlebars
Aye.
snapped right off there. Yep. And for people who don't watch this stuff, handlebars snapped off. It's all carbon fiber.
Yeah.
So everything on the bike is all the frame and handlebars. So when it snaps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a couple of €1,000 that you can just throw in the bin.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Oh gosh, this looks so sad. Him walking his bike.
Yeah, I know. Because the rule is you have to finish with your bike. It doesn't matter how you get there. You have to finish with your bike. And he's losing minutes. You know, he's walking and the timer's just.
Oh gosh.
And when you have a crash like that with those carbon bikes, you say, well, why doesn't he just get on and ride one-handed? You can't trust the frame. You don't know where there's other cracks, and it could just come apart because it's incredibly strong the way it's designed to be ridden. But once it gets... Because my road bike is all carbon, and I had to... that when I bought it, you know, it was, all right, you cannot clamp the tubes because you'll just crush them. But when you ride them, they're stronger than metal. But clamp it and it'll just crush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to pay attention.
Wow.
There had to have been some big names in that crash. I mean, that was the front of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Sandy. Yep. Yep. And people, there's a guy here in St. Louis who's famous for repairing carbon fiber frames. But, you know, every time somebody says, you know, can I have him repair it? About half the people will say, it's not worth it. Too risky. Get a new one.
Yeah.
And these guys are just... Yeah, they all... Phil Liggett just saying, reminding us that those guys all get the same time, even though it's a crash. But now there's a couple guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like half a dozen, Sandy. Right on that curve. You could just tell. You could just see it coming.
Yeah.
Those curves at those speeds, you could just see it coming.
Yeah.
Man, that was a tight sprint.
Wow. Yeah, I think we will have a smaller group racing tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, there's easily a half dozen guys out today, I would think, huh?
Yeah.
But no, that just irritates me when those finishes like that, because it takes away from the whole event, because now good people get important riders get taken out because
Yeah.
of stupid design, and it's just unnecessary.
Yeah, it's not their race skills or not paying
Right,
attention or anything.
right,
It's just, yeah, it's
yeah,
physics. I mean,
right.
yeah, the
You know
forces
the
there are so great.
Yeah, the crash that took Phillipson out, that was just a mistake. Somebody made a mistake, and
Yeah,
he got out. That happens. But
yeah,
when you have narrow streets with lots of curves at 40 mile an hour, that's just dangerous, and um,
no,
it's not worth the risk. Bye, Amanda.
no. Yeah. How did you
Kander, at
this
least in
tomorrow?
NASCAR you have safety devices. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No.
Ah, oh, jeez.
Yeah. Whoa.
And even from a race perspective, it takes away from the celebration of a very close sprint, because the
Yeah,
talk is about the crash. So
yeah.
you haven't done your race any good. And
No, no.
on several fronts, can they use a new bike? Yeah, they can use. Yeah, they can use a new bike. They actually have, for the top end guys, I think they have two extras on the car.
Yeah,
Everybody has one extra on the car, the team car, and the top guys like Pogacha, I think they have two. So oh yeah, they can replace bikes, and they do it. If they break something in the race, I mean, they just get the other bike off the car, and on they go. Yes, absolutely. Um, and those, if you ever get to see there'll be videos where they'll show inside the trucks
oh
for
yeah,
the teams, the wheels, the number of wheels that they have, and bike frames, and then chests full of parts. Yeah, because the bikes get gone over every night. Mechanics work all night, and basically dismantle the bikes, clean them thoroughly, check them over. Yeah, they get every night. So when they start in the morning, everything is right up to snuff. Yeah.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, there's a whole logistics behind everything. They had a little item yesterday on the guy that makes the yellow jerseys and the
Oh,
polka dot jersey. It's just one guy in a little van,
oh
and he has
really?
a printing press, and he makes them as soon as they know who wins. He starts pressing them, and then off to the ceremony, and people get fresh printed things on. And
So
he's just
right in just a little
pressing.
van on site.
Yeah, it's just an unassuming guy who has been doing this for 20 years, and he's just literally pressing those things on, and off they go.
Oh man. Uh,
And it's that sort of things. It's the Tour de France is a phenomenon. It's
yeah,
just, yeah,
yeah, it really is. Sorry, folks. The monthly testing of the tornado siren is going on in the background there. That's what you're hearing. Though
oh yeah, you get tornado. Yeah.
we've had enough tornadoes in the last couple of months, they really don't need to test the sirens. They've used them quite heavily.
No.
Yeah, yeah, Sandy, the truck, yeah, those trucks are, it's amazing. If you ever see anybody ever sees get a chance to see a documentary of some kind to show what those mechanics do,
Yeah.
and what they have to work with. To me, it's always the wheels, just hundreds and hundreds of wheels that, yeah, and they, like tomorrow now, I mean, I'm pretty sure they start with fresh tires, the whole
Yeah.
bit. They don't fool around with anything. It's too expensive, long term. Too many sponsors, too much money involved. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kendra, we've been wearing that siren out, wearing it out.
Wow.
Yep, it's been a rough
I
spring.
did. I didn't realize that you are in sort of tornado country. Yeah.
Yeah, well, one night there were, I think it was 14 tornadoes in the St. Louis area. Not all of them touched down, but the one that did a lot of damage. Yeah, a lot of damage. I saw a report that Tornado Alley, the tornado segment, used to be west of us, but now because of global warming, it is really, we are in the main center for tornadoes. And yeah, Mark and I, in the 4 years we've lived here, we've been in the basement more for tornadoes here than we were in some 40 years in Illinois altogether. Yeah, it's yeah. When that thing goes off anymore, you pay attention. Yep. So yeah, it's the way it is. Global warming. Yep. So.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to call it there. Back tomorrow, same time, 10:30. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, then you'll get a email notice, and that we're going to be on. And so, yeah, every day this week we'll be on. Saturday we're not, because I have a bike ride. So Saturday we're not, but then we'll be back Sunday. So every day, and then Wednesday Paula will join us, and Cindy and Beth will be in and out as we go through the days. So we're back tomorrow. Send pictures of what you're stitching on so we can talk about it. Though Lori has set a high bar today. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a high bar. Yep. So, okay, we're out. Bye, everybody.
Bye.